Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll look into a scenario which Iran goes to war with the Middle East. They're in the disadvantage, but don't worry, they'll strike first. Probably would though, in real life. Hard to say. With all the internal struggles stopping. Oh great! The Iran should try that. No, they better not. And they launch multiple forces in. Eventually, the front line starts getting strong. With them having a front line like this, with the initial attack having a lot of small spearheads. And this attack was to stabilize the front. They move a bit deeper into Turkey to hold the advantage. And then into Iraq, they quickly move into Baghdad now. They take that, and once they capture that city, they're needing to be occupied. But where Syrian troops occupied, well, that doesn't go very well as they get invaded. Got Jordan getting invaded from the north, with them quickly moving in and taking Damascus. And then they cut across, reaching the coast, and they move into Lebanon. And they get stopped by something. Well, their offensive strengthens as they focus on Turkey for a bit, knowing this front has two fronts. Saudi Arabia managing to march back and take back all of Jordan's land, Syria's, and Lebanon's. With the front against Turkey continuing for a bit, this stabilizes, so they switch focus again after being able to secure the front. And then they start moving into the desert part of Saudi Arabia, of them creating a big problem with forces getting into the northern part of Jordan and into Lebanon, so they had to withdraw. Or they would have been encircled. With them stuck by Israel's border. Wonder why. With them crossing out of Iraq, taking over Iraq fully, they take over Syria fully now and Lebanon. As they take more of Jordan over, and they start moving deeper into Arabia. With Egypt moving some forces there. With Turkey rolling the dice, and they manage to take over some more land. Yes, Turkey's war plan is risk. With them, Israel and Egypt's forces meeting here, push up, and they connect. While Saudi Arabia focuses on Kuwait and Iraq, as they form this border. And then Turkey moves over, linking with Iran's forces, and they start moving in from the north. With Egypt launching an offensive and managing to connect with Saudi forces. Saudi Arabia starting to push them. This became a dangerous situation, so Iran had to withdraw. With Iran withdrawing a bit more from Syria. And then they move forces into the south to take over parts of Kuwait. As they start getting pushed back on this front, all the way back. And well, they get pushed back to here, then they get pushed back into Iraq. And they fully liberate Turkey, then Syria's fully liberated. With Iran having to withdraw all the way back, they lose the capital, Baghdad. And then this offensive happens. Iran's like, well, this is not good. And yes, Iran, you're not going to like this outcome. With them advancing in, and they get welcomed with open arms, yes. As they move into this land. As they move towards the Zagros Mountains. a huge mountain chain. And they move into the north end of the mountains. Because, well, it works out. And then they start crossing the Zagros mountain slowly. But Iran's like, well, this isn't a big deal. You sure? And then the people are like, no, this is your fault. As they start moving in. As they form multiple fronts. With the new Republic forces starting to rise. As they want change. As they move towards Tehran. With Turkey moving in. And Iraq basically decides it's time to annex some lands. With the new forces taking power in the Iranian Republic is declared. Quickly after, they leave the war, yes, and then loyalists rise up with the goal of destroying them. For destroying everything they had. As they take control of most of the nation. But in this northern part, they retreat. And they start moving over to the border with these nations. With loyalists holding, no support. This happens. And they leave the war. Oh my god, that's not working well, but you know what? Yes, peace. With Iraq annexing this land, and then a bit up here. With Turkey not annexing anything, but they create South Azerbaijan. Yes, South Azerbaijan. Iraq gets what they want. And Iran is liberated. See, everything's good. And then Egypt gets hungry. Yes, Egypt. And then Turkey gets hungry. Yeah, that's funny. But that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment while Mapper out. But not until you subscribe. Bye, guys.